What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Real Cowboys fans stand up and I guess we can call it Victory Friday. And a lot of Cowboys fans aren't happy that the Dallas Cowboys got a win versus the New York Giants, how it looked yesterday. But at the end of the day, it's all about stacking days. Sometimes when you're in a slump, you just need to get a victory anyway, anyhow. And the Dallas Cowboys were able to do that versus the New York Giants. Now, I know as bad as things looked yesterday, there were still some bright spots. And the number one bright spot for me is our second-year defensive tackle and Mazi Smith. We know what he went through. His rookie season wasn't the best, being a first-round draft pick to the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of people was ready to slap the bust tag on Mazi Smith because it just wasn't looking how it was expected. But yesterday, Mazi Smith had his best NFL game in his career. So let's go ahead and get into the film. Now, we look at Mazi yesterday. He had 3 tackles. He even had a tackle for loss. You saw the pressure. You saw a lot of different things from Mazi. So hopefully he's able to stack that. So in this very first play right here, you'll see him lined up in this one technique. And Mazi's just going to do an incredible job. It's just locating the ball carrier, playing with leverage and force, and making a play on the running back, which we desperately need. Like the emphasis yesterday should have been stopping the run, and rightfully so. And the one thing I'm noticing about Mazi, he's a much quicker off the ball. If you go through our video we did in preseason, I also noticed that as well. So watch the ball. Watch the ball if the center is snapped. Now it's a little hesitation, right? But still, when it comes to Mazi, even though he got reached a little bit, right, with this double team, he's able to split this double team, this combo block, to get upfield, locate the ball carrier, and make a play at the line of scrimmage. So he's able to kind of, and that's the thing about Mazi, even though he's a big defensive tackle, there is some athleticism with him, right? So he's able to do some of these things. We just never saw it translate on the field. But let's go ahead and watch it in full speed, and you'll watch him be able to split this combo block and this double team, get skinny, and meet the ball carrier Singletary in the backfield and wrap up and make an aggressive tackle. Now, the Dallas Cowboys defense, they need to be on the tackling dummies all day next week. Every day they need to be on the tackling dummies because they've been slipping and blipping and off of tackles, right? But good rep by Mazi, being able to split those blockers, get his hips lateral, go up to the backfield, and make a play on the ball carrier. Good rep. All right, on this play right here, he's kind of lined up in a 1/2 eye. It depends on the kind of shade, right? Kind of hard to see from this angle, right? But I think he's over the center primarily, right? So in this very first play right here, you'll see Mazi once again just showing some of that versatility. And the thing that I'm seeing from Mazi when it comes to the film is he's moving a lot quicker. So you're going to see him come off the ball, and you're going to see that club. So when you run that club, right here, step, club, right? Boom. And then locate the running back and make a play. And that's what you need from Mazi. Now, for me personally, right, I can't I'm being nitpicky, right? I want these hands just a little bit more violent, just a little bit more. When you step with this club, you got to act like you're trying to take someone's head off, right? So it's more of almost like a punch. You're throwing a punch, right? So a little bit more violent with the hands, but that's nitpicky. Overall, good play. He's being held right there. As many flags that was thrown yesterday, surprised they didn't call it, but keeping his eyes up, locating the running back, and another aggressive tackle from Mazi Smith. Let's watch it in full speed before everyone cries in the chat. Good hands, good play, good tackle, good rep from Mazi Smith, good confidence boost there. All right. So on this play right here, once again, you're going to have Mazi Smith lined up in the one technique on the shade of the center. And like I said, when it comes to Mazi Smith, it's still a work in progress. But like I said, he only had 24 defensive snaps yesterday. So maybe just the low gas mileage really kind of helped him not having to play 45 reps. And on this play right here, so he kind of got double teamed, right? They really got the best of him. They were able to move him downfield. But the thing that I like about Mazi on this play, he didn't give up. He didn't get washed all the way like Jordan Phillips. He's still peeking and trying to locate where the ball carrier is. You can see his eyes right there. Where's the ball at? Where's the money? How do I get back to it, right? So overall, he was still, even though he got moved, right? So I would kind of give him an L on that rep, but he was able to keep his eyes peeking, locate the running back, and still disengage from those blockers and make a tackle on the running back. Okay. Once again, we're going to have Mazi Smith lined up kind of in this one right here. And I probably shouldn't even have to use a locator. I think y'all can pretty much recognize where he's going to be at, but it is what it is. All right. So once again, like I said, I feel like when I'm watching Mazi Smith, he's a lot faster off the ball. But what you're going to see is what the Cowboys really drafted Mazi Smith for, right? We all saw the workout videos that he did at the University of Michigan, but to move centers off their square and get them in the backfield with his bull rush, that's what he does best. So you'll see Mazi just driving the center back, and it's going to force Singletary to say, hey, I'm going to have to cut this way because Mazi over here is forcing my center all the way over into my lap right here. So, just by being able to do that, it's able to disrupt the flow, make Singletary have to cut back, and then you have Eric Kendricks and the linebackers cleaning things up. That's Mazi's job right there. I mean, I know the defensive tackles and tackles for losses, that's good as well. Pressure, that's kind of extra. Let's put some extra fries in the bag. But the one thing that you want from Mazi Smith is to go out there and drive these blockers back, drive these centers back, drive these guards back, and force these running backs to have to make decisions and cut back lanes and flow into the teeth of your defense. Good rep from Mazi Smith. You'll also see it located here on this play right here. Bang, right there at the one tech. And once again, even though this is a rollout with Daniel Jones, watch Mazi Smith, the power that he's showing firing off the line of scrimmage. Bam. Driving back, right, disengaging. So, even though it's like I said, this was a kind of an RPO right here where Daniel Jones is reading it, Mazi is still getting push, getting drive on this center. And if it was a run, you would force him to have to cut and make a decision, right? So, good overall game from Mazi Smith. And like I said, he's exploding and firing off the ball a whole lot quicker than what we saw last year. And then the good thing about it also is, like I said in my video, week one, this guy right here is a goddamn dog. He's a dog. Marshawn Kneeland's going to be one of those ones, and with the injury to Micah Parsons, he's going to become even more important because they're running this RPO. They're kind of reading what Kneeland's doing, and he's able to kind of hesitate, right? So he made Daniel Jones do a false read. I know this is a Mazi Smith video, but I just love me some Marshawn Kneeland to make Daniel Jones hesitate, right? So once again, I think the thing that happened for the defense once again was everybody just doing their job. Everyone doing their 111, doing their job and trusting their teammates, and their teammates actually covered for them. So good rep from Mazi, but an even greater rep from Marshawn Kneeland. His last play right here, once again, lined up directly over the center in this one. And you're going to see Mazi Smith just doing what Mazi does best. Like I said, just firing off the ball, being a wrecking ball, being an unmovable object, and forcing the running backs to cut back. So look at this play right here. That was in full speed, but let's watch him fire off the ball. Bang, good push, good base. And he's pushing John Michael Smith back, right? He's pushing John Michael Smith back. So look, so if you want to hit this A gap, right? If you want to hit this A gap, which the A gap is located right here. If you want to hit that A gap, well, you can't hit that A gap anymore. Why? Because Mazi has it sealed off and closed. So there's nowhere to go here. So you can't go in that A gap. You have everybody flowing, right? You have Overshown right here. He has the backside, thank God, because last week versus the Ravens, it wasn't that, right? Everybody was getting washed up over here, and that's how we were getting gashed on the ground. But when it comes to Mazi, boom, A gap is sealed. Now what you're going to do, you're going to go and flow back to the backside. Okay, cool. You have your linebackers flowing. Eric Kendricks is flowing, disengaging from tackles. And the Dallas Cowboys did well versus the run yesterday. Thank goodness. Now, what the key is for Coach Zimmer's defense to go out there and stack these days, and most importantly for Mazi Smith, man. But I'm happy for Mazi Smith. He spoke about it after a game. He says, man, I can kind of just relax and enjoy myself and have fun. So I felt like when it comes to Mazi, it's just been a mental thing, y'all. It happens for a lot of young players. It's not just Mazi Smith, but you just need some of those moments to say, you know what? I do belong in the NFL. I can do this shit. And I think for Mazi Smith versus the New York Giants yesterday, that was the eye-opening moment, man. So it's your boy Jay Tuck. Comment, like, subscribe. If you love film breakdown, if you love Dallas Cowboys content, you're in the right spot. So turn that notification bell. I want everyone to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and hell of a game from Mazi Smith. Let's do it again, big fella. Peace.